To the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at the 3. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on first down. Cook, even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Cook. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Right there.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully.
Cook stripped, the ball's out. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
All right, here we go.
Rosen again on second and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Second and goal from the 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
39! Green, 39!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Tempo, tempo.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen, and that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Wilson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now it's Rosen. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So another third-down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wilson. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Hey, 0-0-0. Tempo.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Run left. Be alert.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he loses the football the second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And that's It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Gun! 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 Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot! Hot!
To throw is Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the Steelers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Again, it's Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This one caught by Crowder. And it's a fumble. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Green 39! Green 39!
They start the drive with Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Underneath for Johnson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go. 14. Fair. 19.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Money back.